Just moved in my new house today. Moving was hard, but I got squared away. Bells started ringing and chains rattled loud. I knew I'd moved in a haunted house. Still I made up in my mind to stay. Nothing was gonna drive me away.
Good evening all. I'm saying good evening. It is Monday evening. Forgot to grab the camera and shoot anything this morning, so I can't say good morning very well, can I? Before I get in the shop and go over what I've gotten done in there so far, wanted to cover this. I know a couple of guys in Tech Talk were kind of interested in what I was doing with this mechanism. I've mentioned in a couple of vlogs I plan on doing a pneumatic spider for the spider room, and that a friend of mine was building the mech for it. Well, he got it finished today and dropped it off. And there's the baby. We designed it so we can take the cylinder off for storage and what have you. It's on its own plate. We got two drawer slides here, and then the spider will fit here, and there's actually 4 holes on it to mount the spider down, and the whole mechanism slides out a foot, so it's not too bad that way. I have not hooked this up to air yet and tried it. That's going to be a while. I want to get the spider built and everything before I do that, but we've got it set up so I can kind of do this type of motion with it if I wanted to, or just have it slide in and out. We got the square bar sticking out past the frame a bit. As far as the legs, we actually have the legs down here, and we'll get down lower so you can see them. Adjustable. Here, I had my friend drill holes in the legs themselves every 2 inches, and the legs extend all the way up to about here when the thing's fully collapsed. Right now it's sitting at about 2 feet, and with the legs all the way extended we could go up to 3 feet. You know, have this whole platform another foot higher if we wanted to. The feet also have holes drilled into them, so I could put stakes in there if I need to, what have you. All in all, with the pneumatic piston on the back of it up to about the front, it's about 3 foot. The whole mechanism is about 3 foot wide, and like I was saying, the range on the feet, you can go anywhere from 2 feet high up to 3 foot high with it. So it's a fairly hefty mech, weighs about 50 pounds or so roughly, so it's not too bad, but it's all done out of some scrap square bar. And then my friend went through and primed it, and for the most part painted it, so it's all weather protected except for the legs themselves, and we didn't want to paint those and have them bind inside the shafts. So, but that was a look at that, and you'll get a look at that thing in operation probably in a couple of weeks once I get the spider made. I'm not giving any sneak peeks on the mechanism until the spider's made, so you're gonna have to wait on that. Now, something else I wanted to kind of cover too is, many of you know I sell fruit and veggies at a couple of farmers markets and what have you over in the Seattle area over the weekends. And this Saturday, after we got done with one of the markets, we decided to go hit Harbor Freight. They were having their end of August blowout sale that they have every year. And with that spider prop in mind, I went through and bought some filtered regulators, bought a new air blower, I needed that. Bought 250 foot, 200 foot, excuse me, 225 foot, 250 foot, and 100 foot length of hose to add to the 25 foot length of hose I have there. And then also an 11-gallon storage tank. And I've spent most of the day getting the fittings on them and checking and making sure there was no leaks, what have you. So that's going to be used for running both the spider and the water blasters this year. So it should work way nicer. One caveat I did want to say, is I bought these down at not Home Depot, but Harbor Freight. Highly suggest not buying them. These fittings, and I was warned by Scuba and Hall Staff and a couple of others in our Wednesday night chat, the fittings have a habit of leaking. Did not take that one out of the package. This one I took out of the package, and sure enough, hooked it up, and it leaked like a sieve. I went and tried, you know, they always say, you know, keep the silver part and just replace the fittings, because it's the fittings that are leaking. And I tried to get the fittings off, and as you can see, I was scratching it up all to hell. The damn things did not want to come loose. So I went back down to Home Depot, and you can buy this silver part down at Home Depot for $6 and then just attach your own fittings to it. And I ended up getting 2 of them. I think I'm only going to need 1, but I wanted 2 just to play it safe. So we got that all set up. I wanted to give you a warning on that. The air tank, I put it in, when I originally got it, was set up for doing tire inflation for your cars. It had a regulator on it, and where did it go? What did I do with it? I don't know. But it came with a hose and stuff too, so you can air up your car tires. And I went and took that off to set it up like this, and I had an extra water filter. So I went ahead and put that on there, and that's on there with a quick release. I can take it off if I decide I don't want it down the line. But with that storage tank and everything, I figured it wouldn't hurt to have the water filter on there. And then plus all the regulators. And I'm going to have one for the spider prop, and then these 2 will probably end up going out to the water blasters. We'll all have, you know, extra filtered water, which will be nice. But other than that, you know, that covers the pneumatic end. As far as my skeletons and my barrels, I got in here first thing this morning, gave them a good base coat. My daughter, Morgan, who did that repainted the wall for me, came out, saw that was base coat and stuff, and she wants to help again with the painting. Skeletons are a little bit too intricate for her to do, but she's going to give me a hand with painting the barrels. So, you know, once I get to the point where I'm ready to put the final fluorescent colors on them, she's going to come out and, you know, help me paint the barrels while I'm detailing skeletons. So, we'll have her out here in the shop, and it's kind of nice to have her out here. She's enjoying it, working with doing something with Dad, and doing something for the hunt, so she's all excited and interested. And it just seems like this year I can't keep her out of the shop. She just wants to be involved in everything, and I love seeing it. But anyway, that's kind of what I've been working on today. It's basically base coating those and getting fittings on everything and checking and making sure everything's not leaking. So you know, been semi busy. Air stuff's all done, so I can set it off to the side. It's almost 7 o'clock. We're having a late dinner tonight. I don't know if I'm going to come back out here after dinner or not. I'd like to get the skeleton sprayed with their base color. They're going to be green, and I'm going to come back through and highlight them with some different fluorescent color. I'm not sure which yet, whether it be blue or red, or I might do a combination of the 2. I haven't decided. I do know their base color is going to be a fluorescent green, though. Welcome to another segment and another day in this vlog. Happens to be the end of the day. Again, I didn't grab the camera this morning when I got started out here. But at least, instead of having a long diatribe, you'll get to see what we've gotten done. First off, Morgan was out. Well, hold it. I got the camera. Why are you looking at the wall? I'm over. There we go. Morgan came out today, got first coat on the barrel, one of the barrels. There was 3 of them to do, and I just got done going over and doing second coat. Before she did her painting, though, I got on the internet and got some pictures of different warning signs and different stickers that you would find on toxic waste barrels. And got those onto the thing, and then onto the barrel, and then she went through and painted it. And each barrel has different different stickers on them, or signs, which still need to be painted yet. That's detail work. Morgan doesn't do well on detail work. So that's for me to do. For me today, this is the one I tried to carve. That didn't work worth a shit on the carving. Yesterday I got in here and I got both this one and the other one coated in fluorescent green, and today I went over with a fluorescent red and did the damaged areas on it. Did the eyes, the nose, and some of the cracks in the teeth in fluorescent blue. Have no idea what it looks like underneath blacklight yet, so it should be interesting, but it does look a little gorier. There you go. I've got the other one over there to do, and that will be tomorrow. I'll get him done, hopefully. Other than that, haven't done all that much today. It's just been a lot of detail painting and second coating and what have you. So, okay, what the hell is up with me this week? I'm having a hell of a time remembering to pick up the camera and shoot stuff. Didn't shoot anything yesterday. Wanted to kind of show you what we got done out here, me and my daughter. Day before yesterday, I showed you that skeleton over there. We got it finished. Yesterday, I spent the day working on this guy, so he is finished as well. So both skeletons are done, and yes, in this vlog, you will get a nighttime look at these under blacklight. So we got that done. The day before yesterday, my daughter came out and got first coat on that barrel. I went back through, gave it second coat, got cleaned up around the labels. Yesterday, she came out and got first coat on that barrel, first coat on this barrel, and I went through and second coated them. All we have left to do now are the warning stickers I drew out. I've got, it's detail work, so I've got to get that done on all three barrels. And I'm doing a design change too. I also put, some of these nuclear emblems on them. This barrel has that style. This one has that style. And that one just has that style. And that one's not too bad, but on this barrel and this barrel, hold on here. Sorry about that, I had a phone call. I had to put the camera down. But anyway, what I was saying, on this barrel and this barrel, when I look over here, at the warning label, it looks like there's really enough there. But when I get over here and look at just the emblem on both barrels, it needs more to my eye. Just too much blue here, too much blue down here. Same thing with this one. So what I was thinking about doing, and we'll go back over to this barrel, is I'm going to sketch out, maybe toxic here, and then waste, or waste materials, or nuclear across top, waste, on here to go right over that emblem. So there's more there than just that little pattern, because if you back out and look at it, there's just not that much there. It needs to be something more, at least to my eye. So I'm gonna get some wording sketched out on these, and then go through and just start detailing the barrels. Hopefully going to have these done today. If they are not done today, and then next week when I get back into town after work, these things will be going on hold. Because we're going to be jumping right over into the spider prop. That's my last major prop for the season. I need to get done, and I need to get started on it, because I have no idea how long that build's going to take. I'm thinking it's probably going to take a couple of weeks. Now watch me start it next week and have it done by the end of the week too. It'd be just my luck. But I'm going to get going. I want to see how far I can get on these barrels today. Hey people, good evening. Just got done with dinner, back out here in the shop. Been another design change on the barrels. I went through, I think I mentioned last segment how I was going to add some words to the barrels, toxic waste, nuclear waste, what have you. Because the barrels just look too empty. Got that done. Got to looking at the barrels, and for once I agree with my wife. When I do my projects, things always end up looking too pristine. They need to be more grungy. So I got to looking at all the cans of great stuff I had over here, and decided I was going to grunge up the cans. And I'm sitting here thinking about it. We use these barrels for storage and stuff when they're not in the hunt. And I figure, well, I better talk to my wife before I go and put great stuff on them. And she agreed with me. They look too pristine. So she gave me the go-ahead to use great stuff. And I went a little overboard, I think. I did this right before dinner. Took my dinner break. Come back out. Great stuff is swollen up like it normally does. And now we have these. Okay, you got our caution plaque. There's a one that says nuclear waste on it with the nuclear emblem on it. And we got this one over here. I didn't add any wording to it, you know, but it still has its warning, hazardous waste on it. This one says warning, biohazard, toxic waste, and we went and did that. So my painting project for today, which was supposed to be simple and straightforward, I was just supposed to do the emblems and, you know, whatever wording I had on it, and I figured, well, I'll be done with this today. Well, now with the great stuff on there, no way in hell I'm going to have these done today. Oh boy, it's going to take me a couple of days to get all this painted, I have a feeling. So anyway, got more work than I figured I was going to have. So time to have some fun, I guess. Well, last segment for this vlog. Told you I'd give you a look at the skellies once I had them done, and they're done. So we're going to close out the vlog with these. And they're glowing nicely. A little bit closer look at that one. And we'll step back a little bit here. Get the full thing in view if the camera will focus, and it doesn't want to focus, so it might be a little blurry, and I apologize about that. As far as my barrel work goes, it's going to be going for a while. Yeah, lights on. Now I was saying on the barrels, the foam I added to it did kind of dress it up, but it is a pain in the butt, especially down here, because this type, when you put it out like this and let it dry, it takes the paint fairly well. When you put it in your hand and smear it on, you get the glue and adhesive that's in it kind of smeared all over the place. That stuff does not like to take the paint. So I literally had to come through and go all over it in white, as you can see there, and it's like that all the way around, which makes it a mess. Because then I have to come back through, do the green, and then come back through with the blue and touch it up with the blue, you know, to get to look halfway decent. And it's a lot of work. So I know I told you the next vlog, aka next week's vlog, we were going to stop on these and switch over and do the spider to get the spider done and out of the way, and then come back to these and finish them. I think with the amount of work that these are turning into, you're going to get a Hodge Podge vlog again next week. And it will be the finishing up on the barrels and starting on the spider. That's the only barrel I've done so far. You know, and you can see the orange label there, which turned out really good. And then the yellow one over here really shows up good too. I think it'll look a lot better once it's all painted green and some finer detail work and stuff is done on it. But it's gonna take a while. But anyway, with that, I'm going to bring this vlog to a close so I can take it in the house and upload it. It's going on about 9:30 at night. Time for me to quit. I gotta be on the road tomorrow. So we'll say stay spooky and stay toxic.